Good morning, everybody. Thank you, James, for the introduction. This is the second App Promotion Summit that I have spoken at. I spoke at the first one, and it's good to see that a lot more people here in Berlin. So I hope you all have a good day. So what I've been asked to do is really sort of give a few insights into what's going on within the app stores currently. And just sort of set the scene, maybe hopefully trigger a bit of debate for later in the day. So my name is Richard Pigeon. I'm from a company called Distimo. We are we're a leading, the font's all wrong, but never mind. We're a leading analytics company based in Holland. We've got offices in San Francisco, New York, London. We're looking for open an office here in Berlin, Korea, and China in the months to come. So what we've got is we have a number of tools that are available for publishers and developers that help them track their downloads and revenues in all the app stores that they're publishing in. We also have some free conversion tracking tools, and then we also give sort of insights, and we have a premium product called App IQ, which gives the numbers behind the leaderboards and can help you track competitor apps in any of the stores. Enough of the sales pitch now. So I wanted to give you a few sort of numbers behind the global picture, what's happening out there, where the revenues are coming from, to help you sort of visualize and see where you should be focusing your efforts and what platforms, etc. So this is what the world looked like in 2012. You can see that North America was leading the show with 40% of the revenue distribution, with Northern Europe, Europe in second spot with 29% of the revenues, and Asia well back in third place with 23% of the revenue share from both iOS and Google Play. So moving that on 12 months, you can see that Asia is shot into first place with 40% of the revenues, with North America in second place with 31%, and Europe back in third place. So there's been a massive shift in revenues from North America and Europe through to Asia. And I think that's sort of been led by the sort of Korea, Japan, and China. And you can see this is exactly what, the growth has been massive in Korea, with over 1,000% growth in the last 12 months. Japan with 390% growth, and China 350% growth. Germany is doubled in revenue share in the last 12 months, so it's, despite having fantastic growth, it's nowhere near the size of the growth that's happened in sort of Korea, Japan, and China. So just putting that into perspective though, so the US is still number one for revenue share by some margin, and then you've got Japan and Korea are catching up dramatically. So how's the revenue split between Google Play and iOS shaping up? So obviously iOS has had a massive head start from Google Play over the years. Google Play is catching up dramatically, and so this is over the last sort of 6-7 months. You can see that the revenue shares are from iOS is 71%, moved down to 66%. So Google Play is definitely catching up as far as the revenue share is shaping up. So what we're looking at here is how that revenue share varies from platform to platform across the globe. So you can see in China, for example, then all the revenue that we're measuring is on iOS. Obviously, there's no Google Play in China, so it's 100% iOS. Japan is about 50% split between iOS and Google Play, where Korea is sort of firmly 88% Google Play. So just bear that in mind when you're looking which platform you should be targeting within which region. So this is looking at the sort of number of downloads, where the downloads are coming from, and you can see that 33% of all downloads are coming from games. So that's sort of 1 in 3 downloads on iPhones are actually coming from games. And surprisingly, 1 in 2 downloads on iPads are coming from games as well. So having a look at how this compares with Google Play, you can see that 37% of downloads are still coming from games on Google Play. So this is device install, so we haven't split it out between tablet and iPhone. But it's still, a massive, massive amount of downloads that are coming from Google Play, from games. Having a look at Amazon, so it's 63% of all downloads in the Amazon store are coming from games. So there's a great opportunity on Amazon to sort of be seen as a lot easier to get seen. It's a less crowded app store. So if you're thinking about publishing, then you should seriously consider the Amazon App Store. So this is looking at the revenue shares, how that from games globally. So you can see that globally 80% of all revenues are coming from, in iOS are coming from games, and 90% of all Google Play revenues are coming from games. There's a disparity between countries to country. So Taiwan is leading the show as far as revenue shares for games, with Korea, Japan bringing up the show. Germany is back in 10th place, so for some reason there's a big share of revenues for navigation apps within Germany. I don't know if that's anything to do, there must be a joke in there between Germans getting lost or playing, rather than playing games or something. I don't know what that might be. So just sort of summarising the last few slides. So I do apologise for the difference between Mac and PC, I'm afraid. So what we're highlighting here is that 20% of all apps that there are 20% of all the apps in the iOS are games, but they account for 36% of the downloads, but 72% of all the revenues. Where in Google Play, there are 14% of the apps in the store are games. They account for 37% of the downloads and a massive 88% of all revenues. So in our most recent monthly publication, we've looked at sort of global brands. I don't know if any of you have seen it. So we do monthly publications with giving insights into what's going on in the stores. And the most recent one is regarding global brands. And I just wanted to share a couple of slides quickly with you what's happening there. So taken from Interbrand's top 100 brands, 92 of the top 100 brands are publishing within iOS. 75 of the top 100 are publishing in Google Play, but only 28 of the top 100 are publishing in the Amazon store. So again, a massive disparity between especially the Amazon store versus Google Play and iOS. The brands that tend not to be publishing tend to be from the FMCG sectors and drinks brands. So I think there might be an opportunity for you guys that are targeting some of those clients in that sector. And then finally, I just wanted to share this which sectors are best represented within each store. I think it's no real surprise that the technology sector are best represented within Google Play and iOS, less so within Amazon Store. Retail seems to be the number one sector for Amazon Store, but it's the retail sector, media sector is in second place for Google Play and iOS. And so there's more of those inside the publications on our website. We have regular blogs, monthly reports. We also have some free analytics tools on our website that you can use. And if you'd like to sort of see some other insights, then catch me later on in the day. So I hope you all have a good day and take a lot on board, and let's have a drink later on as well. Thank you.